Hello, I'm Jeff Silberschlag, and this is our Labor Day weekend program, our first Labor Day weekend program ever, and the 7th online program of the River Concert Series. Tonight we'll have a chance to hear a work by Arnold Saltzman called Solomon and the Dove. Arnold Saltzman has been one of the really iconic figures of Washington life and Washington religious life for, I would think, 60 years. And he has been a cantor, a rabbi, and all that time also a composer. This piece will be narrated also by his son, Michael Meir Saltzman. I just want to send out our thanks to Arnold Saltzman for letting us record this, and also for his many supporters that have helped us realize this program. Also in our program this evening, we'll feature the works of 5 Southern Maryland painters, wonderful paintings that will be set to music for your enjoyment. We welcome you. We look forward to doing other programs this fall, so we hope you'll follow us. We appreciate your support. We've had a great summer, and we are thrilled about all the messages and congratulations that we've received from all of you watching all these programs.
Solomon and the Dove by Arnold Saltzman. First movement, King Solomon, the Dove, the townspeople. Second movement, the King's minister and the King, the young doves and the wise King. Third movement, Freedom's flight, the people celebrate, and they all danced. Hi, I'm Michael Meir Saltzman, and I'll be narrating Solomon and the Dove. But first, a message from Arnold Saltzman, the composer and author of this work. I improvised this story and then wrote it down so that I could write some music and teach it as a lesson for everyone. My first thought about Solomon the King was that, legend has it, he understood the language of animals. We live in a time when we are all concerned about illness and peace. Without wellness, how can we have peace? That is the beginning of my story. A work in 3 movements for flute, oboe, guitar, cello, and double bass with a narrator for the story, Solomon and the Dove is a reflection on what it means to be human. Each instrument represents one of 4 partners in the story. The flute represents God's presence in life. The oboe represents the injured dove. The guitar represents the harp of David and the city of Jerusalem. The cello and double bass represent the wise and compassionate King Solomon. First performed in 1996 as a ballet for children, the story teaches the important universal values of righteousness, caring for the sick, and working for peace in the world. The story illuminates these ideas through the character of King Solomon, who watches over and cares for an injured dove. Even though his advisor chides him for wasting his time on an ordinary bird when the king has other important duties, such as the preparation for the dedication of the outer wall of the temple, the king thinks otherwise. The king cannot continue his duties while he is aware that a creature from his kingdom is suffering. That's why he is a real king. He cares for the bird until it is well and until it can fly. Only when the bird is healed can the king decide to dedicate the wall. The concepts of righteousness, caring for the sick, and working for peace in the world are reflected in the story and music, which in turn have been influenced by synagogue melodies and chant and Jewish folk melody. The final section is built upon a theme of Mozart we sing for our prayer for peace, Sim Shalom and Dana Nabis Pacem. I am grateful to the supporters of this project, generous sponsors, and the Chesapeake Orchestra, Alba Music Festival, and Jeffrey Silberschlag for bringing to you this important story of healing and peace. At the moment, there seems to be some hope for peace, so I hope that we can all celebrate the beauty and meaning of that whenever we see a dove. Solomon and the Dove by Arnold Saltzman. Solomon was known as a wise king. We cannot say if he was the wisest king, but we do know that his reputation for understanding the nature of people was well known. Solomon was also known for his understanding and love of animals. It is even believed that he could speak the language of animals. One day Solomon the king was walking on his way to the great temple when he heard the cries of an injured dove. The quick cooing sounds attracted his attention. He looked around the stone walkways and saw a bird standing where the stones ended and the tall grass began. The bird was walking back and forth in a worried manner. Solomon listened, for he was good at listening, and he heard the bird say, "Solomon, I'm hurt. Please help me. My wing is broken, and I can no longer fly. If I stay here, I will die." Now Solomon the king had many important things to do, and that day was a very special day for the king. He was on his way to dedicate the walls around the great temple. Many people were waiting to pray there. A great party was planned. The Levites were ready to perform with harps, flutes, and drums, and a great feast was about to begin. The shofar would be sounded. But it did not come about that day. Solomon decided that he could not rejoice until the dove was well. He picked the bird up, turned around, and went back to the palace. The king had his minister bring him white cloth and flat sticks in order to make a splint for the broken wing. The minister was upset and tried to tell Solomon that people were waiting. It was wrong to make people wait while he cared for this common bird. Solomon told the minister that this dove was from God. It was a sign that we must help the dove heal before the dedication of the walls of the temple. For the dove was part of the dedication, and its presence and purpose would symbolize the completion of all that Jerusalem stands for, the city of peace. A broken wing would not be acceptable. The pain of even this ordinary dove should not be ignored. Solomon made a splint for the bird and had a large nest brought in for it while it remained as a palace guest. Outside the narrow arched window, other doves flew by continuously inquiring after the dove's condition. Solomon, speaking to them, said that when the dove is fully healed, she will be free. For a while, the dove was alone. At night it shivered with pain and fear, not knowing if it would ever be able to fly again. The dove prayed that God would help it to heal, for a broken-winged dove could not live long even if it was in the palace of Solomon. Help me to fly again, so that I may bring light to the sky and hope to Jerusalem. Solomon prayed the evening prayer. Heal this dove, your creation, that we might be healed as well. Heal our people and our city, so that we might have peace. God heard their prayers. After many weeks, the dove said to Solomon, "My king, I must be free, for if I stay here any longer, I will forget what I know and be so lonely." Solomon went to the bird and removed its bandage. He said, "Try to fly." The bird at first flapped its wings and could not fly. Then it tried again, and dizzily flapped around the high-ceilinged room. It rested on the sill of the narrow arched window. The sun was beginning to cast its golden rays of light on the city. The white dove perched itself on the window, with the clear blue sky behind it. It was a calming sight. The dove looked at Solomon for a while. Suddenly, the bird flew from the window and soared upward, diving again through the narrow streets, now soaring, gliding, circling, catching the other doves, weaving gleefully. Solomon ran to the window to get a better view, but the dove was off in the distant sky, happily dancing in the air and flapping its wings, as if waving goodbye to Solomon. Solomon was overjoyed to see what he had helped to achieve, when suddenly he felt a sadness overcome him. He loved the company of the bird, and he knew that he would miss her. Solomon called for his minister and informed him that he was ready to dedicate the temple walls. At the Temple Mount, everyone gathered to be a part of the great event. As the last stone was placed into the outer wall, Solomon walked through the streets paved with Jerusalem stone and remembered the bird with the broken wing. He was happy remembering the good-natured bird, the joy it had brought him, and the great moment when he saw the healed bird soar in the sky. he arrived at the wall, the stone had just been lowered into place. The shofar was sounded, and the crowd cheered. Above the wall, Solomon saw that the dove stood on the final stone in the wall. As Solomon looked around, hundreds of doves greeted him. Shalom! Shalom al Yerushalayim! Peace over Jerusalem! Shalom, Solomon! If you happen to visit the city of Jerusalem, go to Solomon's Wall, and perhaps you will see the dove, Solomon the king's dove, flying nearby or resting on the wall.
to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore tree, dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me, just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum, Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you, and you should always know. Wherever you the songbirds keep singing like they know the song. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Like never before. Like never before. Like never before. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow, a highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once.